Nano Dimension Technical Analysis ARK update, along with some partial due diligence and reviewing my current positions and the price starting off the price action. We did validate and form another new support level yet again. I thought we were going to hold this one. Of course, I did say if the markets dump, we would dump. We dumped again. Then we formed another one. I said the same thing. We dumped again. And I'm going to say the same thing again, guys. There is no way that we will break this trend line unless the markets dump again. And what do I mean exactly by dump? I mean going down like 1% at least. Okay, probably more than that. Dumpage usually means more than that. But if the markets suck, we're going to break this. If they can just go flat and just stay exactly where they are, I think we're gonna push higher, and I don't think we're gonna break this trend line. We have validated this. Let's go to the daily. Let's see the validations on this. We have the one there, of course, and we do have a couple. We have like 1, 2, 3. We have a couple days in a row back in November of last year, guys. So this has been validated plenty of times. Personally, I don't think we're going to be dropping below this, but we do have several death crosses. We are about to have another one, but we just recently had the worst death cross, but it is in the 4-hourly. So it is technically the worst death cross, but it is not on the worst time frame. As far as like the most significant and most reliable time frame, in my opinion, the daily moving averages and the crosses there are going to be more significant than the 4-hourly, 2-hourly, 1 hour. And it keeps going. Okay, but we did have the 200-day EMA cross above the 15-day EMA, the red one cross over the orange one. If you're confused on how I'm getting this, look up here. It shows you every single one. We also are going to have the 55-day EMA. If we did break this trend line, we would probably have the 55-day moving average drop below the 200-day EMA. That would represent even more bearish sentiment, but I'm not seeing that happen. Taking a look at the MACD, we are looking. The MACD is trying to cross over the signal line. If it does, that would represent some bullish momentum. If we could hold it, and if it could be more longer and more of a gap, more of a widened gap between than this last time we crossed over, right? But taking a look at the RSI. On the 4-hourly, we are literally oversold. We're at 28.84, extremely oversold. Let's take a look at the daily relative strength index. We're looking at 35.04, so very oversold there. So guys, we are due for a correction in the upwards direction. In my opinion, this is an amazing company. This is not a justifiable dip. We were at almost 20. We were at $18, and we've literally given up 50% of those gains. Mostly because of the markets, in my opinion. All right, we ran up, stop losses were triggered on the way down. In this, last week when the market started sucking, they just keep sucking more, and just more and more stop losses get triggered. More people freaking out, panic selling, people thinking they're going to time the bottom, time the dip, time it better than the markets. Okay, personally, I'm holding all 152 of my shares. I'm down. Wow, I'm down. Okay, wow, we're down 30% almost, and I'm down 37%. I'm like, oh yeah, guys, this is how confident I am in the company. I could have sold a while ago and cut my losses, but I'm not doing that. Are you kidding me? Okay, my average cost is $13. I got in on this at 10, which I would still technically be down if I was at 10, but I've already taken profits on this several times. I've added more on the dips. Obviously, I wish I waited to add more on the dips, and I could go in all in right now, right? That would be amazing, but this is what I'm looking at, and I'm holding all my shares. Let's take a look at the daily moving averages. We do have the two most important golden crosses. We have the 200-day EMA below the 15-day moving average, and we also have the 200-day EMA below the 55-day moving average. So those are the two most important ones. The gap is widening between them, but the 55-day EMA and the 15-day moving average, the gap is actually shortening between these two compared to this. So that is bearish. I mean, we are going to be unfortunately seeing this 55-day moving average acting as a significant level of resistance, in my opinion, because it is the daily chart and it is the 55-day moving average, one of the best, most accurate, most significant moving averages, in my opinion. And of course, other technical analysis people are going to have different moving averages. These are the ones that I like the most. But look for some significant resistance around $11.20 ish. It'll probably move down a little bit. But that's what we're looking at, guys. If you're looking for an entry point into the stock right now is an amazing long-term position, in my opinion. But if you want to time it really perfectly, if you really want the perfect entry point, anywhere from $9.40 going up to like $9.55, anywhere in that range would treat you extremely well, in my opinion. Let's take a look at the volume real quick, guys. Actually, on the 4-hourly, take a look at these three really big green candles right here for the volume. Where's the red volume that matches that up? There's none, really. So what this tells me is that people are buying into the stock and they are holding. They're not selling. They're buying a bunch of shares. A lot of people are buying a lot of shares, and they're not selling a lot of shares. Look at this. We really don't see any red volume, any major red volume besides these two, and that's easily canceled when you take this one into account and this one. And even if you take this one as well and everything else, this green volume, none of this has been canceled. This green volume, it's still, people are still holding their shares. So this indicates to me that this is going to be more of that people are actually holding. Was this Ark? Well, we're actually going to get to that if it was Ark or not. But we're really not seeing a lot of selling right now. This is a lot of selling pressure right here. That's an example of a lot of selling pressure. Okay, the last couple of days, no way. And guess what, guys? We've still been dipping a ton unjustifiably, in my opinion. Let's take a look at the bands, though, to see if we get some indication for price action. According to the bands, we are seeing some decreased volatility signal to me by the decrease in distance between these two outside bands. That is, I would say that's probably neutral. That's not really any indication of where we're going to go. Okay, it just decreased volatility slightly. Let's take a look at the daily, though. Okay. The middle one is right here at 1398. Okay, so right there. I'm getting that number from right here. Look, 1398. Yeah, okay, so our middle band is at $13.98, and our current price is $9.84. That means we should be trading literally at $13.98 right now. That's where we're going to be pulled into. Okay, so we should be seeing significant support right now. So that's actually a very bullish sign, but a bearish sign is that we also have a bearish sign here. Okay, we are hooking out on the daily Bollinger Bands, and we are heading down in price action. That means that we have a higher chance to continue downwards, and that also means increased volatility. But look at this. Okay, look at this. The movement, the middle band, typically you with these bands, they act as support and resistance. And typically when you meet one of these outside bands, whether it be the bottom one or the top one, what happens typically and always eventually, it will always eventually happen, you will come back to this middle band every time. Every single time, eventually, whether it takes a day, a minute, or a week. Okay, usually it's pretty quickly, but it will happen. So we are bound to come back up here to $13. You see this orange number right here, $13.98. That's this. All right, $13.98 on the mid Bollinger Band and $13.98 in the orange right there. Okay, that's what it is. So that's extremely bullish in my opinion. So that's essentially what we're looking at as far as the chart. If we dip more below this, I'm still going to hold. I'm not going to be selling until Ark is selling a ton of their shares, and even then, I probably won't be selling mine. I'm very bullish on this company, but let's look at Ark's actual holdings. We have seen a decrease. At their peak, they did own 7.56 million shares. Now they own, let's see if I can get 7.26 million. So yeah, they've sold a little bit of their shares, not a lot, nothing to be worried about in my opinion, but yes, they are selling. Is this, is it rebalancing? I actually don't know if it's rebalancing, but there's a high chance of it that it is. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments. I'm sure someone knows in the comments. But guys, this is not something to freak out about. They're barely selling any shares. They're very bullish. Kathy just talked about the importance of the 3D printing space and the future and the demand in the next 5 years, stuff like that. And one of her videos, I believe. So guys, I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I'll be worried when it dips like below these numbers, below 6.815 million. I'll be worried when it's around there, probably. But yeah, that's what we're looking at as far as Ark's shares. Looking at their institutional ownership, 16% of the shares outstanding is owned by institutions, according to Fintel.io. And where they're getting their information, the file dates. Remember, guys, the file dates are not necessarily indicative of when the trade was opened. It is just when they were filed. It could have been the trades could have been bought on that day, but it's more likely that they were bought like a little bit in the past from when the day is filed to the 26th of February. 2.6 million shares. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of shares. Yeah, and what we're seeing here is mostly green. Look at this. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. Green, 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 green. There's barely any red. This is all in February, and they weren't necessarily traded in February, but I guarantee you a lot of these were actually opened in February, especially some of these later ones right here. So this is a bullish sign in my opinion. Let's go to some due diligence on Nano Dimensions. Nano Dimension, I'm not actually going to go over much of this, but this is essentially all you could need. Well, I mean, it's not a ton, but I mean, it's got some good stuff in here. This will be linked for your view and pleasure. This is good if you're thinking about establishing a position on the trend line we were talking about. Let's go to the 4 hourly, and on those entry points that I was detailing for you earlier. If you don't know what the company does, do this. Give it a scan. Give it a read. Watch Ark watch Kathy Wood talk about in Nano Dimension and why they're so bullish on it. And watch the CEO. The CEO is pretty legendary. There are a little bit of concerns about the buyout, about him selling the company, but really, that probably is honestly a good thing, or it could be a really good thing. Either way, the CEO wants to take this company, make it super profitable, make its stock price basically look like Tesla, not exactly like Tesla, but you get what I'm saying. And then he'll sell it. So it's no worries as far as that goes. At least right now, I would say for sure. Taking a look at my current positions, it's the exact same. There's nothing new here. Nano Dimension, March 4th price target. We're getting very close, and we have not hit the March 4th price target. It's looking like I may be wrong on this. We would have to go up basically 100%. We have not hit that. Wait a second. I thought I just saw it hit 18 a while ago. Was this March 4th? Okay, no, that was not March 4th. Okay, so we almost hit the price target. We got to the 17. We got to around 1780-ish. Dang, we almost hit the price target. Oh man, but I should have made that $1 lower, and I would have been able to say I'm 7 for 7. But guys, I got one wrong. It looks, of course, they can jump 100%. They can jump 500% in a couple of days. Anything can do anything. Anything's possible, but it's doubtful. I would say it's probably doubtful that we're going to hit this by March 4th. If it hits it on March 4th, that would be legendary. That'd be awesome. But those are my price targets, guys. My end of year bear case $40, end of year bull case 80 to 100. This is a 10 on the buy, hold, or sell rating column. Relevant information in regards to how this finish. Now, feel free to click off if you have more important things to do. Would you all like an auspicious dissenter subreddit similar to Track Stocks? If you don't know what Track Stocks does, it's just it's Dead Insides. He's another YouTuber. He's one of the best ones. Go check him out if you want a nice change from some of the other YouTubers you watch. Me and him probably. I don't want to say we're the best or anything, but I would say I'm the most transparent, and he's probably the most accurate based on what I've seen. Y'all already know. I just told you. I got one wrong. I got a March 4th price target wrong. Here's my. Let's go over my account right here. Here's my account. I already showed you this. Okay, that's why I believe I'm the most transparent. You think whatever you want, but that's what I think. But would you guys like us to actually create a subreddit like that? It would just be a Reddit for people to post due diligence on stocks and basically do what I'm doing, but on Reddit, just due diligence, stock ideas, not technical analysis, but this stuff. Okay, you guys already know what it is. All right. Would you guys like us to make one of those? Would you do it? Would you like it? If you have a serious question or something, this is where you want to reach me. Right here, serious question, comment, whatever you want. If you want me to see something for sure, email me. If you don't want to, commenting, you might get a response, you might not. I try to look at them all. I try to respond to them all. Sometimes I'm not able to. Guys, I will make mistakes. Do not expect perfection from me, yourself, or anyone. Use several brokers. Here's some reasons why you should use several brokers. The platform I am using for technical analysis, this is Webull. This is what the account page looks like. This is what the charts look like. It is Webull, and there are free stocks. And if you use the link in the description, you will get free stocks like $20, free $20, no strings attached. All you got to do, if you consider this a string, I guess it's a string attached. You got to create an account and deposit $100. And if you want, you can just get in there, deposit your $100, and then get your free $20 or $15 or $1,000, and then take it out and then just withdraw everything to your bank again. So literally it's just free money if you want to do it. Pre-market and after hours trading with Webull. Very few of the brokers want this. Very few of the brokers offer this, Our business model will never change. That's all I'm going to leave this to today. Bio-Nano to the moon. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. That's our quote from Obi-Wan and the best Star Wars movie, in my opinion, my humble opinion. That's not really a humble opinion, but that's my opinion. It's not financial advice, guys. Thank y'all so much. See you on the next one.